second year of high school? Are you a junior and you're just sick of high school, or a senior that's about to get the heck up out of here? This video is definitely for you. We are going to be talking about the do's and the don'ts of high school. This is from my little babies that are freshmen in high school to my grown folks that seniors are ready to get up out of there. Because trust me, I know the feeling. Okay, for my freshmen, do not sign up for a lot of things that you know that you're probably not interested in, or probably not going to show up in. Because you want to keep in mind that everything that you're in or involved in is going to go on your resume for when you apply for college. So just to give you a background of what I did in high school is I played varsity soccer all 4 years. I ran indoor and outdoor track. Come on. For the 4 years that I've been in high school, indoor track kind of started at like the sophomore year of my school, but I've ran outdoor track most of my 4 years. I also created a step team. I was the founder and captain. So I had that on my resume. What else did I do? It's so long ago. Oh my gosh. I also was a mentor. I stayed after school to help people, you know, write papers or, you know, study for an AP class and stuff like that. So make sure that whatever you're joining on campus is something that you're passionate about. So if you're good at taking pictures, find a photography club that's in your school or something like that. If there's not one, find a teacher that will stay after for your club and get some people to join you that also love photography or good at editing or good with computers. And you can put that on your resume and be like, hey, I started my own photography club that my school didn't have, and it really took off. Now you're taking pictures for the football games and the homecomings and stuff like that. So think outside of the box. If there's not a club for you, I'm pretty sure your school wouldn't have an issue funding a club that you would like to do. You know, just as long as it's, you know, goal oriented and has a purpose, and that other kids wouldn't mind joining, I think it would be absolutely fine. So make sure you're not overloading yourself as a freshman, because this is your first year and you're trying to like debunk, like, are you really good at managing your time wisely, or if you're not. So don't like load yourself up on it. But it is okay if you don't join anything your freshman year. I know friends that didn't do anything their freshman year. They just wanted to, you know, get the vibe of like how the high school coursework was going, and that's absolutely fine. For my seniors, do not wait senior year to join something. Not only does it show college that you just waited till last minute, but you don't have nothing to show that you were in something over a long period of time and how that has affected you. So I do know friends that when we graduated, it was like, oh dang, I never joined anything, and they were just joining stuff just to put on their resume. So don't be that senior when senior year comes around. You're like, oh dang, I haven't joined anything. I haven't played anything. So juniors, by junior year, you should have something that you were in, say at least a year or two. Number 2, coursework. Freshman year should be your easiest year. You should have a 3.0 or higher, however your grade point average scale works at your school, or whatever classes you are offered. The coursework at my school, I went to a charter school, just to put that out there. So if anybody goes to a charter school, y'all already know how that coursework is. They are on you soon as you step in the door during orientation, and they tell you how it is. So your freshman year, you really want to start off strong with your GPA, because colleges look at every year. They just don't look at freshman and senior year. They look at your whole years being at high school. Did you start off bad your freshman year, but you worked up? Colleges look for that. Did you start off on a high note and you dropped off sophomore year? Who knows what happens? Colleges look at that. Or you were like me and you just did excellent and you just kept that upward trend until you graduate. So colleges do look at your GPA throughout all 4 years and see what trends your GPA shows are. Tip number 3, take good notes. Please, 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 please take good notes. I am telling you, you will need them. Okay? I am a college sophomore, and I still use my AP bio notebook that I took in senior year, and I brought it to college with me. And when I tell you that AP notebook helped me so much than the $200 textbook I spent at the bookstore, keep your notes. That's all I'm saying. Take wonderful notes, because you could take crappy notes and still keep them, but take wonderful notes and meaningful notes. Tip number 4. I don't know why I did this. Anyway, tip number 4. Networking. Well, not really networking, but building relationships with your teachers, because these are the people that you're going to ask senior year and be like, hey, miss, you want to write me a recommendation letter? Build those friendships now. Now, I'm not saying kiss your teachers, but build that relationship. If you vibe with your writing teacher and you love writing, why wouldn't you build a relationship with that teacher? You can ask them, how's your writing going? How your writing could get better. And then when it comes to that time, you'd be like, hey, miss so-and-so, can you write me a recommendation letter? They'll be gladly to write you that recommendation letter, because they have known you for a long time now. They know what your desires are, what your wants are, what your goals are, and they can write a very well-scripted recommendation letter towards you that really represents who you are as a person and as a student, inside and outside the classroom. Tip number 5. Whew. Exhausted. Filling out FAFSA and the CSS profile. Now, my freshmen and sophomores, you will not have to worry about this till your junior and senior year. But for my juniors and seniors, please hold on to your seatbelts. The FAFSA and the CSS profile is the most tedious thing you will ever do in your high school career, okay? The FAFSA is basically an application where you apply and put your family's taxes on, and your taxes if you have any, because if you have money or savings and all that jizzy jazz. I don't know where I get jizzy jazz from. That just came. Anyway, the FAFSA is basically an application where you be like, hey, what would my family contribute to a school if I was applying? The CSS profile is just another form, it's just an extra form about, it's another FAFSA basically, and it's also as well tedious. Making sure that you have all the documents that you need when it comes around to, applying for the FAFSA. Like I said, this is more targeted to my juniors and seniors. Just making sure that you're on top of everything, that your family has filed their taxes, every year. So by the time it's time for you to fill out your FAFSA, you don't have to be scrambling to be like, oh shoot, I can't do it now because I don't have no taxes on my family members. So making sure that you're on top of the FAFSA and all that. Now I'm finna get into what it was like from my high school experience and things that I would have done differently, or just highlights of my high school experience. So please stay tuned. We had the junioritis. You've heard of senioritis? We had junioritis. I was at the point where I was like, I am done with school. I can't do this no more. The classes were stressing me out. Applying to college was stressing me out. Writing my personal statement, everything was stressing me out junior year. I was just like, I am over it. Then senior year, your girl finished her year out with a bang. I had a GPA of a 3.76. Okay, holla at you, sis. I was the captain of my soccer team. I ran track as well. I was a tutor as well. I was doing a lot of things. But senior year was more stressful than it was junior year. Main reason, I did have a point my senior year where I was just out of it. I didn't want to be bothered. I lost my energy in class. I was that type of person that was ready to participate in class, and I was just like, you know what, I'm out of it. At this point, I'm ready for y'all to hand me my diploma and call it a day. This kind of happened when I got rejected from my from a school that I really wanted to get into. I wanted to get into the University of Richmond. And I got rejected, and I was so upset. I remember the day vividly. I was coming home from track practice or whatever, and I looked in the mail and it said University of Richmond. I'm like, okay, maybe they're telling me, their decision is on the way, or I got in or something. And I opened the letter. They was like, we're sorry to inform you that we will not be accepting your application. Da, da, da. I sat there and cried. I didn't eat dinner. Now, if y'all know me, I never turn down food. So y'all know it was serious when I turned down dinner. That period of time, I was just really like, dang. I was busting my butt all these 4 years. I was doing everything. You know, my resume was the bomb. My essay was the bomb. My letter of recommendations couldn't be any better. And I was like, dang, y'all really rejected y'all, sis? Like, what more could I have done? So during that time, I was like really down. I was like, well, at this point, what do I need to do? Like, I never wanted to go to a school in state. I always wanted to get out of state. And I was like, there's no point. Like, my whole heart was on going to University of Richmond. I applied to 13 schools. I got into 8. Later on in January, I got a letter from the illustrious North Carolina A&T saying I have been accepted. So, like I've said, everything happens for a reason. So, me not getting into University of Richmond at the time was kind of like, dang, bro, my world is ending. But Jesus had other plans for me, and that is why I got accepted into North Carolina A&T and why I enrolled in North Carolina A&T. You know, high school it's an experience. It's what you make of it. If you surround yourself around people that's just negative and don't want anything better for themselves, you're going to end up just like them. But if you surround yourself with uplifting people that has goals and dreams and push you beyond your limits and see the stuff that you don't see in yourself to make you great, those are people that you want to surround yourself around. Things that I would have done differently, my high school career would be dual enrollment, which is basically taking college classes for college credit, which can be transferred to the university that you will later attend. I wish I knew that then. Would have saved me and my family some coins if I knew about dual enrollment. I feel like if you have the chance, talk to your advisor or, you know, do some research. Google what nearby universities or community colleges offering college credits that you can take towards a major that you want to do. Or you could just take basic gen ed classes and just get those credits out the way. So by the time you hit campus, you could be in classes that's about your major or starting to get towards your major, if that makes sense. What other advice can I give? Make memories. Make lots of memories is what I would say. High school is going to be very stressful. Figuring out who you are, who you want to be, who you're surrounding yourself around. But amidst the, you know, catching the bus and doing sports and stuff like that, make sure you make memories because the 4 years of high school is going to fly by. Like I said, my freshman year was in the year of 2014. We are in 2019. So cherish every moment that you have because you're never going to get those years back again. And by the time you get to college, it's going to go even faster. So just making sure that you're creating memories and enjoying your time there. And to remember the goal why you're working so hard. Like for me, I always made sure that the reason why I'm pushing myself is so that I can have, you know, a very comfortable lifestyle that I deserve. So if I work hard now, I don't have to worry about working even harder later. So just making sure you're creating memories, being on top of your game, just being the best version that you can be, or even better. Other than that, I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends and family. If you know anybody that's in high school or someone who's about to start high school, this video will be very helpful to them. So please, like I said, like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.